This is a HeadGum podcast.
Hey guys, welcome to what is sure to be our Thanksgiving episode of Dynamic Banter.
I'm eating a turkey sandwich just to prove it.
You really are eating a turkey sandwich.
Mm-hmm. I'm getting in the spirit.
I don't have anything here except my dill pickle almonds, and I know what you're going to say, Mike. That sounds disgusting. But do you like dill pickles?
Yes.
Do you like almonds?
Yes.
Then trust me, you're going to love that.
How are so many of those gone?
Because that's how good they are.
Okay.
I saw them at Whole Foods.
Oh, that wasn't the end?
I took a picture of it, and I was like, this looks disgusting, and Bree freaked out. She's like, those are going to be delicious. And I was like, no, they're not. That looks gross. You would never pick up a pickle and then get a handful of almonds and then bite the pickle and then shove almonds in your mouth and go, this is the flavor I wanted.
It seems like that's not the thing you make pickle flavor.
Definitely not, but I think we're in a pickle renaissance.
It's so important that we talk about this.
Well, this is what the name of the episode is, the Pickle Renaissance. I think we're in a pickle renaissance, and
you think it was sparked by that one episode of Richard Morty?
Pickard Mick? No. No, I think because Trader Joe's had pickle-flavored popcorn.
Uh-huh.
Have you seen that?
Yeah.
And?
Have you seen this? Have you heard about this?
Have you had it?
No.
So you're not an adventurous snacker.
No, I want my snacks to taste like... I'm not 14.
Right.
I know what snacks I like.
So that's...
I'll try it. I'll never go to fucking... Excuse me. I'll never go to Whole Foods and spend $7 on a bag of... I don't know if it's popcorn.
Yeah. So you're... So you're not an adventurous snacker. But
Maybe
you'll like
size.
If I have a bag of this, like you're gonna try this before the podcast is over.
I'll try
Okay, good.
Because I value good content over everything else.
Good, me too, man. And I'm also not a fan of the like force people to eat gross shit content, which we did on SourceFed a lot, and I hated it. And,
yeah, I wouldn't come in those days.
I recently did a thing. Whenever I'm invited to Smosh, if I could make fun of Smosh for a second. They always it stopped because I actually said something, but anytime I was invited to Smosh, it was like, we want you to do a gross thing where you gotta eat baby food and drink placenta. I'm just like, is this good content? This is what your audience wants?
Is it?
And
or do they make them want that?
I don't know. I think there's this inherent want from an audience to see their favorite people suffering.
Oh.
On a very, like, small level. Yeah, let's do that.
That's perfect because when I was there the first time... Were you there when we had eggs on our face?
No. No, you did that?
Yeah.
So that was Smosh.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah.
And destroyed my trust with Joe Beretta.
It's interesting because...
He apologized for a full year afterwards.
I remember I got to a point where Matt, Rob, or Joe Beretta would text me, hey, man, are you busy this Thursday? And the next text always would be... only if you're not going to make me eat something awful.
Uh-huh.
And so now the joke is whenever I come in, they tell me I'm not going to eat something awful. First, they text me back and say, you're not going to eat something awful.
Is there a butt?
It's just a fun thing. And then I get there, and then they go like, I'm sorry, you're going to eat something awful.
No.
Like, that's the joke. That's the joke. They just joke
oh.
about it now because I don't want to eat awful things. But
no, that's a nightmare.
one of the last ones I did was the butt thing. Did you do the butt thing?
You had to eat butt.
I had to eat a butt live on... It was one of the Smosh kids...
Not like a sexual thing. You had to eat a butt.
Yeah, yeah.
Like fork and knife.
Well, it was
rump roast.
Well, they had a mold made. Each of the Smosh Pit kids had a mold made of their butt, and then they made a chocolate butt of each of their butts. You know what's funny? This is made up, but this is totally something they do. This is totally something they do. And in fact, I'm giving them free content if they're listening to this.
Basically, you're essentially a producer now.
But yeah, I'm not a fan of making people eat weird shit, but this is good, man. It's really good. So I got it, and Bree and I tried it last night, and
There's
it was great.
so much dill powder in the bottom.
Dude, that was the thing, and I was thinking about
Can you
this.
hear anything I'm saying? I'm far away from the mic this week.
You're a little far away, but I can hear you, but maybe not the audience. But who cares about them?
Is that super important? Dude, are you upset that Rick and Morty does your bit all the time? You cough in the middle of talking?
I've never thought about it.
Oh, never mind then.
Uh-oh.
I don't know, man.
Saw that face. Have one more.
Why would that make it better?
Because at first you're like, not sure, and now you're sure. So give it one.
I don't like, sometimes when they flavor nuts, there's a rub that goes on.
There's
Dry
a rub, yeah.
There's so much of this concentrated at the bottom, and that's what I'm worried about. That I'm getting more than the
Whoops.
regular sized amount of rub.
We're going to have a break. We're going to take a break.
What if we had to break every time we burped? We had to do a 30-second commercial. All right, number 2.
Just one more, baby. That's the last one I'll ever ask you to try in your life.
Can I say what it tastes like?
Yeah.
It's like you're eating an old book.
Does it really taste like an old book?
It's like you're chomping into a hardbound.
Because to me, it feels like we're on a savory, salty, slightly tart adventure every time you take
so
a
much
bite.
sodium on my plate
I mean,
right
I'm
now.
sure it is, yeah.
It's not. I'll tell you this. It's not horrible.
So here's what I was going to do with this bit, because there's such a pile of the freshness in the bottom of it. I was going to like maybe put some on a...
Sandwich? Pizza? Slice?
Yeah, anything you want.
Fuck yeah.
Why not?
Fuck yeah.
You give a little dill flavor.
Oh, no.
Put some in the mama for Thanksgiving. Sprinkle it.
What's that called? You got the... Let's go over all the must-haves for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, okay.
Turkey.
Cran.
Sauce.
Little
Little stuffing. Little stuffing. Great point, Steve.
Who do you ever play with the shush bone?
What?
The shush bone? The shush bone?
Yes.
You ever do
The
that?
swish bone.
The swish bone?
Yeah.
The whisk bone?
I used to love it.
The dream bone?
Yeah. Was there a follow-up?
It's the longer piece that means you win, right? Mm-hmm. You think that's interesting that we're just like ripping the bones of an animal and having fun with it?
For good luck, maybe.
I think the good luck ended with the murder of the animal.
Ooh, what if it was any... The good luck is that the fact that you hit that turkey with a rock.
That was 2 points. Are you excited about it?
Imagine if it was any other animal.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
We'll say November 24th-ish. We grab a gorilla.
we break
snap
its
its
neck.
collarbone for good luck, maybe. We break its neck.
Where is the wishbone? Does everyone have a wishbone?
I think that's what makes the turkey so special.
Let me look it up right now. Mm-hmm. I'm going to look up the wishbone.
Well, if we're going by... I learned anatomy from playing Operation. That young man had a wishbone.
That man did have a wishbone. So what does that mean?
It means either we all have wishbones or we all have pencils in our wrist.
Okay, we're doing some research. So here's some research music.
I'm now telling the computer exactly what it could do with a lifetime supply of chocolate. Dude, you know how you have weird childhood things attached to weird senses? That guy in Willy Wonka made me want to press buttons real bad.
Yeah. And like candy red ones.
Yeah. Those were great. British people have great buttons on their machinery, and it
I
doesn't
just like
get talked
the
about
Brits.
enough.
I like the Brits a lot.
Sure.
The furcula
Sounds made up.
is what it's called. The furcula, which in Latin means the little fork. The leal fork.
Furcula, or Latish for leal fork.
Is a wishbone, is a forked bone found in birds and some dinosaurs, and is formed by the fusion of the two clavicles. In birds, its primary function is in the strengthening of the thoracic skeleton.
Thoracic part.
Thoracic skeleton.
I like
Thoracic part.
thoracis. Thoracis works with all the jokes better.
To withstand the rigors of flight. So we're ripping apart the bone that helps them fly.
Well, they're not going to need it anymore.
They don't need it at that point.
No.
The furcula works as a strut between a bird's shoulders and articulates each of the bird's scapulae. In conjunction with the coracoid and the scapula, It forms a unique Count Scapula. It forms a unique structure called the trioceal canal, which houses a strong tendon that connects the supracoracoideus.
You know what'd be funny about this bit? If you mispronounced one thing wrong, and then next week you had to play the bungle music and do everything over
And do it all over again.
It's actually pronounced the scrapuloid.
It says this system is responsible for lifting the wings during the recovery stroke. Okay, so in folklore, superstitions surrounding divination by means of a goose's wishbone go back to at least the late medieval period. Johann Hartwig in 1455 recorded the divination of weather by means of a goose's wishbone. Dude, medieval science is so funny to me.
Yeah, he's like, I filled 2 buckets with water.
And the sun demon came and gave my baby a kiss, and that meant winter for 43 weeks. Yeah, I love it so much. It's kind of the basis for the Idiom's Guide character, Gregory.
I remember that. That's on what television?
Adult Swim. When the goose has been eaten on St. Martin's Day or night.
Of course.
I'm sorry, are we celebrating? Shit, it's almost 5 p.m. We're celebrating St. Martin's night now.
Oh no, it's St. Martin's Eve
we
night.
missed St. Martin's Day.
Sometime
Could you
between all
imagine?
the holiday shopping, completely breezed over
I
St.
think
Martin's Day.
the shops would love it. I think the retailers would love it if there was Black Friday, Black Friday night.
Yeah.
Christmas Day, Christmas night.
Black Friday Eve.
What do you do on Christmas night?
Hang out.
Do you have? I think we've talked about this before, but do you have the Christmas Eve one gift? I think we talked about this.
I don't remember. We do the same thing every year, but I can never remember what it is.
Yeah.
I think we exchange presents on Christmas. Fuck, man.
I like to exchange gifts on Christmas, which can sometimes be December 1st. You know what I mean?
I give Zoya her Christmas present on her birthday. And that way it's kind of like in March, and it's kind of a twofer there.
And you remind her on Christmas Day that she already got her gift.
Well, you know you got your gift back in March. You realize I'm listening to you talk about all this bird shit. If we went back to school tomorrow,
we would have a great time.
Everything would sound made up.
And we'd have a great time.
Have a great time.
We'd be laughing about everything.
Dude, if you're listening to this, I know a lot of you are in college. If you're having problems with any of your assignments
Or family members.
or a family member, send them over. Me and Steve will take care of your shit.
yeah. Let us know if you're thinking. I mean, this is going to get interesting, though, because there's a lot of tough math out there. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? There's a lot of tough shit.
I got no problem, dude. You see how well we tackled that tic-tac conundrum?
Ooh, yeah, we nailed it.
This song is still going the whole time?
When the goose has been eaten on St. Martin's Day or night, and by the way, I am putting an open new tab on St. Martin's Day. The oldest and most sagacious keeps the breastbone and allowing it to dry until the morning.
Hold on 1 second.
Write this down, please.
Siri, what does sagacious mean?
You were saying?
I said, what does sagacious mean?
Put it right up to the mic, will you?
Siri, what does sagacious mean?
Sagacious means having or showing keen mental discernment and good judgment. Shrewd?
So the person with the most
wait.
common sense in your family gets to rip the bird apart.
Or the oldest.
The oldest?
The oldest. This is insane.
The oldest and dumbest.
Dude, I love this so much.
Oh, great.
I love it. These are forgotten traditions.
This is why we have a podcast.
Isn't it funny that, like, isn't it funny?
Chips are by far the most dangerous food to choke on. It's like a razor
They're so
blade doing
sharp.
a cartwheel down to my esophagus.
Isn't it interesting that we have we have so many stupid traditions?
Yeah.
That like come from dumb shit like this.
And then how people shit on everything nowadays.
yeah.
Like, fuck you and your dumbass fucking bullshit. I'm gonna go rip the wishbone. Who wants to help me rip the wishbone?
I was just talking to Bree about this, and I was thinking, one day people will be like, what is that, a new sponsor? One day people will be like, and 20 years, 50
Dead.
years, 100 years.
Dead. Gone.
People will be like, you still celebrate Thanksgiving? That's awful.
Yeah, man. I can't believe the song is still playing.
We're doing analysis right now. It has to be up. Anytime we analyze anything, this music's going to come up, Mike.
Jesus Christ.
Unless I
man.
forget about it, which will be the next episode.
There are too many unsung, unwritten rules.
And I don't have any... There's no thing I put over my keyboard that tells me which key does what. This is all from memory, so forgive me if I forget.
I'll praise you if you forget.
Okay, so check. So the oldest or most sagacious keeps the breastbone, allowing it to dry until the morning, examines it all around, in front, behind, and in the middle. Dad.
Why is that sentence there?
Dad.
Dad who never checks the middle.
Thereby, they divine whether the winter will be severe or mild, dry or wet, and are so confident in their prediction that they will wager their goods.
Gather round, family, for the bone is wet.
I'm gonna give everything I own away because I believe this bone
More
Will-
than any of my family members.
and anything. They wager it, so they'll be so confident in their prediction that they'll wager their goods and chattels. Siri,
Hey Siri, what are chattels?
Okay, I found this on
No.
the web for what
Siri, what is a chattel? Nope. It's not gonna work out.
maybe chattel
No, I'm not gonna pronounce it.
on its
You're not gonna
accuracy.
embarrass me in front of Siri again.
And of a military officer, this valiant man, this Christian captain, drew forth out of his doublet that heretical object of superstition, the goose bone,
Are you reading somebody's history road right now?
and showed me that after Candlemas,
No. Candlemas? Christmas without electricity?
and after Candlemas, an exceeding severe frost should occur and could not fail. The captain also said, Teutonic knights in Prussia waged all their wars by the goosebone. Oh my god.
So,
And as the goosebone predicted, so did they order their 2 campaigns, one in summer and one in winter. The custom of 2 persons pulling the bone, with the one receiving the larger part making a wish, developed in the early 17th century. At that time, the name of the bone was a merry thought.
yeah, that's the day they stopped warring
The merry thought.
over the bone.
The name wishbone the name wishbone in reference to this custom is recorded from 1860. Dude, what the fuck?
That all sounds made up. Is that Wikipedia?
This is Wikipedia.
That all sounds made up.
Well, it's from folklore.
Folk house?
So it's like people would rip open a goose and eat it,
Sure.
and then we didn't have the internet. We didn't have baseball
houses were still
games
on-
or
On dial-up back then.
yeah, that was before Google Fiber and net neutrality. And so you would play with every part of the goose. You would pull off the beak and put it on your face and go, "Rah, my God!"
Yeah.
And that was the biggest movie of the summer.
Man, I
That was
can't
the
wait
biggest
until
hit.
Thanksgiving. Jerry's gonna rip the goose beak off, and he's gonna put it onto his face, and
And he's gonna make the children
he's
laugh.
gonna-
It's gonna make. He's still gonna have fluid from the beak leaking down onto his face.
Every Christmas Eve day night, we're woken up to Jerry with a dead beak face on his face.
Remember when Grizzle came to the Merriment Festival and he had a cow's eye in his mouth, and he would, when he would say hi, when he would smile, he had no teeth. It was as if he had a cyclops eye in his mouth, and all the children laughed.
Imagine just the sounds of holding a cow's eye in your mouth with no teeth all day until you're able to...
Let's imagine that for just a second of silence.
part where he likes it for a second.
Keep this in my mouth. All right. Well, there we go, man.
Holy
So
shit.
how you been, Mike?
Good. I'm so happy the song's over. I'm going to be in traffic all day today.
Dude, I don't know what to do because we're like, you saw that thing that Ryan shared on Twitter.
It's every year. You remember last year?
I don't, because
Same
I don't
thing.
remember much about my life.
Okay.
I put it behind me and I never look back.